Hey, welcome to Maverick and Dempsey's podcast. Hey, it's been a little while. We've been busy. Holiday season, we always get real busy, even busier than usual. And I had my biggest week ever at work. Yay, money. All right, so first we're going to start with the NFL. We have to do that. We have to recap some of the NFL. We're just going to quickly run through a few bullet points. One of the big things today, we're from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. We're Saints fans. Saints fired their coach Dennis Allen. If you had him picked as the first coach fired, I know I did, then you were right. I had him picked because I picked that he would get fired once he got hired. Okay, this guy was trash. He seems like a good dude. He's a good defensive coordinator. But everything was that he earned the job, but he didn't earn the job by doing anything but sitting under Sean Payton. The Saints organization should have known this was not the guy. When he was with the Oakland Raiders, now the Las Vegas Raiders, they were better before he was hired as head coach. They were better after he was hired as head coach. He had a losing record every year with the Saints, a losing record total as a head football coach. He was a terrible hire. I'm like kind of energized as a Saints fan. This guy that's taken over Rizzy, I have no idea of anything about this guy. I know he's on the coaching staff, but I don't know if he's going to be a good head coach or not. I know he's never been a head coach in the NFL before. I know that his name is very popular in pop culture, Rizzy. So he's got the Riz, hopefully. And hopefully something can happen. Yeah, I figured like that. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens with him. Other news, Dallas Cowboys. Hey, congratulations. You're even worse than the Saints. The only team the Saints hold a victory over still without being avenged since the Panthers beat us on Sunday. But what's going on with Dallas? Are they going to fire their coach? That's not something they usually do. Chicago, there's another one to look out for with Eberflus. You had a horrible, embarrassing game last week losing to the Redskins. And then this week you get embarrassed again by the Cardinals, who were number one in their division, but surprisingly, and they were a 50-50 team going into the game. So, I mean, it's one embarrassment after another for you. So these are just some of the crappy teams. As far as the good teams go, we got the Chiefs playing the Buccaneers right now. Hopefully the Buccaneers can shut their mouth and take away their undefeated record of this season. I'm actually rooting for the Bucs again without Tom Brady. All right, so that's a surprise. But who are the good teams? We're going to dive more into that on the next podcast, which we aren't going to wait 3 or 4 weeks this time to go into it. We'll be back sooner than that. But right now we're going to recap Halloween. Her favorite holiday, mine, close. Christmas just barely beats it. That's a different discussion. All right, so Halloween, brief Halloween recap. She went through 3 costumes. You want to tell them what they were?
Okay. I was Joker.
Heath Ledger Joker.
For the first 2 events that we did. Then I was going to be Deadpool, but instead I was Catwoman.
Because Deadpool wouldn't be here on time, the costume. That's my bad.
And then
Money.
The last one, my favorite, Claire from the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
And had a bright red wig and everything.
There you go. And she was going to be Deadpool because I was Wolverine. I did that for my first costume and the first handful of events that we did. And then I switched to Judd Nelson, John Bender from the Breakfast Club. So we did that one. So we'd be matching pair, and it wouldn't just be Claire from the Breakfast Club and Wolverine. So that was Halloween. We had a lot of fun. We did a lot there. We've done a Halloween movie recap before, and movie list and a top 10. What did I do with my hair there? We've done that before, but this time I decided to do something different. I'm just making it worse now. That's just looking bad. All right, so instead, we're going to do our top 10 candy draft, all right? Something that everybody of all ages can relate to. I don't even eat candy, but I was once a fat kid who loved Halloween and loved getting his candy, so I can relate to it that way. And I do have a great memory. I'm not just bragging. I have a great memory, and I remember what all these candies taste like, so I can do my own candy draft here. So, we're going to start. You're going to start because you're the candy eater. Number 10. What's number 10 on your list?
Number 10,
And she's gone.
Number 10 is Butterfinger.
Butterfinger. Ooh, sneaking in there. All right, okay. I thought about Butterfinger, but, I love peanut butter, but that's not my peanut butter trick. But, all right, go ahead. Why Butterfinger? Do you want to do a rundown of why, or just do a quick one?
I'll do a quick one.
As long as I don't want to keep interrupting, I guess.
I really like the crunchiness of it. Peanut
All right.
butter's really good.
Okay. All right. Number 10 on my list. I didn't really put these in numbered order. I guess I messed up on that one. You know what? I'm gonna go with Baby Ruth. All right, because Baby Ruth, whether it's the big candy bar, obviously on most of these, we'd rather get the giant candy bars. Okay, and I say most because I'll get to that in a second. But Baby Ruth, whether it's the big one, whether it's the small one, it's always good. There's something pleasing about it, even beyond the taste. The whole Goonies tie-in and the Baby Ruth, with from Chunk and what was his name? Was it Ogre or whatever? No, that was Revenge of the Nerds. Um, Sloth. Chunk and Sloth, all right? Because there's that kind of fondness for the Baby Ruth and just having it and making the joke and doing the quote and stuff like that. It's also a good piece of candy. It, that white nougat that it's got, it balances out, so it's not like a Snickers, and I actually like the white nougat better than a Snickers, so Snickers got beat out by that one. But whether it's bite, that's one when I mentioned the bite size and the big one. So everybody would rather get a big king size candy bar if they could, right? Not necessarily. I kind of like the bite size Baby Ruth. Something about it, just 2 bites and you're done. If I'm eating a whole damn Baby Ruth, I'm gonna get sick of that thing. I'd rather just even before I was Mr. Diet guy, all right. I'd rather just take like that much of a Baby Ruth and I'm done with it. If I'm trying to eat a king size, how do you eat a king size Baby Ruth? I'm gonna get sick of that thing. I'm gonna be like, there's too much nougat. I'm gonna feel sick. All right. Anyway, all right. Neither here nor there. Number 9 on your list.
Number 9, Milk Duds.
Milk Duds. Once upon a time, I was a Milk Dud guy, but I'm just not. So why the Milk Duds?
I really like the caramel, and the chocolate is so like milky, and it's just really good.
Okay. All right, mine. I'm gonna go with a different bite-size snack, a little like that. The Junior Mint. I went through a phase when I first started, like trying to lose weight or be in shape or whatever, like 20 plus years ago. I didn't understand that it wasn't fat that was eating me; it was sugar that was eating me. Now you may be like, "What the hell are you telling us this for?" Because I started doing Junior Mints. Junior Mints, very low fat candy, still high in sugar, so it's not really good for you. But I started popping Junior Mints. That became my favorite movie snack. So I'd go sit in a movie theater and I'd just be popping Junior Mints. And there is something, I don't know, I'm not even a big mint fan. I'd rather not do peppermint. I like the soft peppermints, but like a regular hard peppermint. I'm not big on peppermint gum, it's got a blue pack. I'm probably not gonna buy it, or a blue mint. There's something about a Junior Mint, man. You know what? To quote Kramer from Seinfeld, it's chocolate, it's minty, it's delicious. And I put Junior Mint at number 9. All right, number 8.
Number 8, Kit Kat.
Kit Kat. Ooh, that one almost made my list. So why the Kit Kat?
I like wafer, and I like chocolate.
I don't like wafer, and I'm not a big chocolate guy. However, like Power Crunch protein bars, never been into those. I've tried them, they're okay, but not my thing. The Kit Kat wafer, there's something different about it. I don't like wafers, like I said. I'm not going to buy anything wafer, not even a protein bar for myself. However, the Kit Kat, it's not just the chocolate. It's not just the whatever else they put in there. There's something about it that's better than other wafer bars. So it doesn't make my list, but I completely understand making your list. All right. So next on my list, if my phone could just stop closing. Next on my list, I'm gonna go with a dark horse pick because it's not real. I don't even know if they make bite size, but the whatchamacallit. If you just get a full size whatchamacallit. Why? Because there's nothing really else like it. It feels like a Twix mixed with a Kit Kat. It's not a wafer bar, but it's got that crunch. But it's not a Nestle Crunch because it's got the caramel in there too. It's like a bunch of, it really is a whatchamacallit. It really is like a bunch of different candies put together. And so for that reason, I like it. So whatchamacallit. If somebody just throws in a big size whatchamacallit. Go. Next on your list.
Starburst.
Starburst. Why Starburst?
Like one of the only fruity candies on my list. I don't like a lot of fruity candy. I like some. And I really like Starburst. Mainly the pink ones. Because they're just good. And I love strawberry.
Yeah, Cavino and Rich talked about that. It's a battle between the pink and the red. Which one's the best? Like everybody either goes pink or red.
It used to be red for me, but I changed.
Yeah, I'd probably go red, but I'm not really a Starburst guy, so it doesn't really matter. All right, next on my list, and I'm not even keeping track of which I'm knocking off here, so I'm like all over the place. Next on my list, this one's tough between these two. I think I'm gonna go with the Twix. Bite size, king size, regular size, whatever is a Twix, and you get two of them. You know, once again, it might be too small one, maybe too big one, depending on what you're getting. But it's great. And well, no, actually, the bite size only has one. But either way, it can go either way of the Baby Ruth. Meaning, I can eat that little bite size and I'm good. I'm good for the night or the day or whatever it is. Or you can give me a huge one and I'm eating one of them, and maybe I'll just save the other one for later because it's perfect where you can do that. You don't have to break it up and ziplock the other. You already have another one. So I'm gonna go with Twix. Whether you're getting a regular one or a bite-sized, Twix is the way to go. All right, next on your list.
All right, next on my list, Three Musketeers.
The Three Musketeers.
I
Why?
love Three Musketeers.
Okay, that's good enough reason right there.
Yeah.
All right, next on my list, I'm gonna go the 100 grand. 100 grand, it just barely beats out the Twix. That was a hard one of which beats which. Once again, same reason I gave for the Twix, so I don't need to repeat myself. Great as the bite size, great as the king size, great as the regular size. It's just great. It's just great. All right, go. And you only see them around, I mean, but obviously candy aisles, but I mean, you really only see them around a lot during Halloween in little bite-sized pieces. But go ahead.
Next, I'm gonna go with Zero Bar.
A Zero Bar. Ooh, not a popular Halloween candy bar, so you're going off the board. But I got one that's way off the board too, so I feel you there. Why the Zero Bar? Something you recently tried.
I don't really see white chocolate a lot, and I really like white chocolate. It's got a lot of caramel too.
Okay.
Caramel.
All right. Next on my list, tough. Again, battling it out with some others. I'm gonna go Nestle Crunch. Don't need to give a reason. I mentioned other things about the crunch and the texture and things like that. Not other countdowns. It beats out the 100 grand. It's just a little bit better. It's just great. It's great. Bite size, regular size. It's awesome. You next.
Nestle Crunch.
All right. So we got another one in there. All right. Next on my list, and once again, they're really battling it out here because I don't know who to put where, but I think I'm gonna go a cookies and cream Hershey. Very rare. Once again, you're getting a white bar, like you said about the Zero. It doesn't happen often, so it's the big find. You get it, and you're like, whoa! I got the cookies and cream Hershey. I think they make them in bite size for Halloween. Obviously, you can get them in a regular size, but I know for a fact you've gotten a regular size one on Halloween. So I don't know if they make the bite size, but I know you can get them. It's not like somebody won't throw it in your bag. So I'll go with cookies and cream Hershey. All right. Better than regular Hershey.
I'm also gonna go Hershey.
All right, but what kind of Hershey?
I like cookies and cream, but since you already said that, I'm gonna say almond.
Yeah, just say which one. You don't need. You don't need to tell them what I just said. They heard me
Okay.
just say. I'm just messing with you. All right. So next on my list, wait, that was your number one, wasn't it?
No, that was number 2. No, 3.
I don't think so. I've gone through my whole list here, dude, but one. I don't think you're keeping count very well.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how I got ahead of you then, because I've already given mine away. My number one, peanut M&Ms. Once again, I don't know. They're a healthier candy, but that's not really what it's about. But it's just peanut M&Ms, and we're running out of time, so I'm going to leave it at that.